here, and thought for the holidays I'd do a video on how to play Silent Man guitar, and I got down 3 different keys to play it in. What I just did is the key of G. For the key for G chord, you basically want to put your first finger on the A string on the 2nd fret. On the 2 E strings, you got your 2nd finger and 3rd finger on 3rd fret. You do the G chord 8 times for part of Silent Night, Holy Night. Then for her next part, you do D7, which is first finger on the B string, 1st fret, and 2nd fret. Got 2nd and 3rd fingers on the G string and high E string. Yeah, I know that the G string also means something else sometimes, but let's not go there. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, well, yeah, I decided to do this video while it was still fresh in my mind, and yeah, I just decided to wait till after Thanksgiving Day to post it. So anyway, and then when you get to all this break, that's where you go back to G. Then for audio version, you get at the C chord. As for C chord, you basically put the C first finger on the B string for 1st fret, and D string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, the A string, and then tenor and mild, you go back to G. Then D7 again for sleep and heavenly peace. You get to P, and for P, yeah, you do my E minor right there, which is 2nd fingers on the A and D string of the 2nd fret. Then for her repeating sleep and heavenly peace, first 3 strums. That's G chord right there. Then D7. And when you say peace again, that's where you do G chord. Yeah. Chords are the same for all 3 verses as well. Now, if you decide to, so to sum up for her key of G, which is also the traditional key, by the way, and according to Phil, better for a woman who wants to sing it. You do G chord 8 times, D7 3 times, G chord again for another 3, C chord heard 5 times, G chord again 4 times, another 5 times for the C chord. D7 5 times, E minor twice, G chord 3 times, D7 3 times, G once. And that's how you do it for one verse. Now, to do it in the key of D, he you would start with a D chord, which is first finger on the second fret of the G string, and second finger on the second fret of the high E string, third finger on the third fret of the B string, and sometimes people also use the thumb to hold down the low E string on the second fret as well. Although people don't always do that. I do though. Yeah. So anyway, basically, he like the same number of strums for each chord. Just replace G with D. Then you replace D7 with A. Replace G with, well, C with G. Oh yeah, and E minor, you just place of E minor, you just do D chord again. D chord, definitely be important there. So, yeah. Oh yeah, as for how to do A chord, yeah, you do first finger, or all three fingers that you use on the second fret. First finger would be on the B string, second on G, and the third string on D. Yeah. Let's see. I think that's all I can think about for that one. Alright. Now, if you want to play it in the key of C, it's like, just obviously you replace G with C. You replace D7 with G. C with F, which is basically you put your thumb on the first fret of the low E string. You also put your first finger on the second fret of the B and high E string. You put your second finger on the second fret of the G string. Third finger on the third fret of the A string, and fourth finger on the third fret of the D string. Okay, so to sum up with the key of D, you do D 8 times, then A 8 times, up A 3 times, A 3 times, D 3 times, G 5 times, times, D 4 times, G 5 times, D 4 times, A 5 times, D 5 times, A 3 times, and D once. With the key C, you do C chord 8 times, then G 3 times, C 3 times, F 5 times, C 4 times, F 5 times, C 4 times, G 5 times, C 5 times, G 3 times, and C once. Yeah. As for how I had found these different ways to play it, my Christmas songbook has the traditional version. It also has the traditional version of Jingle Bells, whereas Phil wrote me a different alternate version, and wrote in the key of D. My book had in the key of G, and so I basically he saw where the chords are different, and that helped a lot. So yeah, so if you see my videos where I leave in the description the different kind of information and for music good, strongly advise you to check them out, especially if you live in my area. Well, that's all for this video.